The Running Man, Glen Powell steps into Arnold Schwarzenegger role in first footage. Glen Powell is running back to the big screen. The Twisters star, 36, steps into the role previously played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first trailer for The Running Man, a new adaptation of the 1982 Stephen King novel. Powell stars as Ben Richards, a man who enters a televised competition show where contestants are hunted by professional assassins. The trailer shows Ben, who is caring for his sick daughter, being recruited for the show by its producer, played by Josh Brolin. Colman Domingo also appears in the footage as the show's charismatic host. Edgar Wright, whose previous films include Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, directs The Running Man. His signature directing style, including fast-paced editing and the use of quick zooms, is on display in the footage. King's Running Man novel was previously adapted into a 1987 movie starring Schwarzenegger as Ben Richards and featuring Richard Dawson as the game show host character. Powell told People magazine in April that Schwarzenegger gave us his blessing for the new film. Watch The Running Man trailer. The trailer, released on July 1st, is an action-packed look at Powell's character fleeing for his life, jumping away from explosions and looking directly into a camera to exclaim, "Stop filming me." Watch it here. What is The Running Man about? In a near-future society, The Running Man is the top-rated show on television, a deadly competition where contestants, known as runners, must survive 30 days while being hunted by professional assassins, with every move broadcast to a bloodthirsty public and each day bringing a greater cash reward. The plot synopsis reads: desperate to save his sick daughter, working-class Ben Richards, Glen Powell, is convinced by the show's charming but ruthless producer, Dan Killian, Josh Brolin, to enter the game as a last resort. But Ben's defiance, instincts, and grit turn him into an unexpected fan favorite and a threat to the entire system. As ratings skyrocket, so does the danger, and Ben must outweed not just the hunters, but a nation addicted to watching him fall. Is The Running Man a remake? Wright has described the new Running Man as a more faithful adaptation of the original novel, rather than a remake of the 1987 movie. The real story of the book has never been told as written, he said during a presentation at CinemaCon in April. It's one of those movies that give audiences someone to cheer for. The director elaborated in an interview with Fandango, "I love the original 80s movie, but it's a very loose adaptation of Stephen King's book, and I was a fan of the book." The Running Man cast. The Running Man stars Glen Powell, William H. Macy, Lee Pace, Emilia Jones, Michael Cera, Daniel Ezra, Jamie Lawson, Colman Domingo, and Josh Brolin. The Running Man release date. The Running Man is set to hit theaters on November 7, 2025.